Good morning, good afternoon, good day, whenever it is, guys. Okay, so I'm going to do the last video of Anatomy 101, and it is the foot, the stinky, smelly foot. Why the feet give people so many problems, probably like the hands, is the foot has three main components to it that create it, and it changes all the time. Basically, so you have the leg, it comes down. We'll do the inside of the foot, and then I'll just do, hold on, do that, two, yeah, block, okay. I'm trying to do this so you guys give you a basis here. Okay, so when you think of the foot, there's the ankle bone, and at the end of the leg you got the fibia and the tibia, and that's what creates your ankle bones, and they basically sit on the platform, which is the top of the foot. Okay, and the inside ankle is always higher and the outside ankle is always lower. That's why it's really easy to roll your ankle to the side, and if you don't stretch that, you can sprain your ankle. So a lot of people will sprain their ankle because they roll their foot on the side. Now you can do this slowly and just stretch that out, but the foot naturally will want to roll outwards because the ankle on the inside is higher than the one on the outside, so it does this. Anyway, that being beside the point. From the side, the foot has a very nice wedge-like shape. So if we want to break this into three components, you have the ankle, which is kind of a trapezoidal box. You have a wedge-like trapezoid here, which is the arch of the foot, and then you have a smaller, more triangular portion, which is the toes and the ball of the foot. If you can remember those three portions of the foot, you should be able to be okay, and then the general overall shape of it will look something like that. Now this is from the inside. In the inside, the big toe will always sit because the big toe is always on the inside of the foot, no matter what side it's on. So ankle, and you will see the arch on the inside as well. You will have really nice arch, but you'll also see a little bit of the other side, so you can create a little bit of depth. Now from the outside of the foot, it is the same shape, but it is more on the ground, so it's how you get the footprint. Bloop, 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 bloop. So the outside of the foot, which has the lower ankle, think about it like where the ankle sits. The ankle should be, I did that one way too low. On the inside, it should be about where the foot crests at the top, and then on the outside, it should be just a little bit lower than where it crests the top of the foot. Okay, and then your toes will run on a curve like the fingers. So this is the big toe, they go like that. So you will see from the outside, you will see all the toes. Making sure everything's in frame. I took another video and half the freaking drawings weren't even in frame. So when drawing toes ahead, now toes are a little bit different than fingers because toes, the big toe has its own tendon, and then all of the toes share a tendon except for the big toe. So it's like this fanned out thing. That's why when you move your toes, they kind of like, the big toe can move independently, but then the other four kind of just do like one motion together. And that's just because they share a main tendon and then it kind of branches off. Anyways, that's just anatomy, or like really, really in-depth anatomy. We don't need to go into. We need to figure out how to draw shapes. So from the inside of the foot, you will not really see the other toes. You may see like the first, I guess, index toe, but you really won't see many of the other ones because they'll really fall behind the big toe that I'm drawing awfully. And a really cool secret to toes is that you have this step, if you can remember that they step down like this, so this is a joint, and that's the tip. The toes are like fingers, but the big toe is 2. So it's got the big main bone and then that bone. So the big toe is like a thumb, and then all the other toes are like fingers. So they have 3 portions to them. So yeah, let's just do that again. So straight, a step, and then a rounded bottom, which is also flattened. But yeah, that's how you draw toes. Now, the foot obviously is a hinge. As you can see here, it looks like a weird little wrench shape, but from the side, the foot can only point down so far as that it matches the front of the leg, so it will not go past this. And now you will say, yes, there are dancers who can curl their toes past that point, but the main body of the foot will not go past that point. Why? Because the heel stops it. The heel can only go back so far. And most of the time the bones that dancers actually curl are the toes. So yes, the toes can go a little bit further back depending, but usually, like if we're doing a flat like tiptoe stance, this portion of the foot will never go past here. And then you'll have a nice kind of little right angle there that will go. Now on the opposite side, going forward, your ankle will never, or your heel will never go past the back of the leg when you flex your foot. So this is point, this is flex. So when flexing a foot, the heel can't go any further than the back of the leg. That is because of the tendon and the bones at the front. You can, yes, curl your toes up a little bit longer, but the bones of the body of the foot and the heel will not allow that foot to go any further than this point. You'll see people who draw like the foot out like this and up high like that, and their ankles look broken, and it would be a broken ankle. So just remember that there is a logic to anatomy. The body can only do so much, and there are limitations to what the body can do. So if you can remember that little fact when you are doing flexed feet and pointed feet, you should be able to communicate a pretty bang-on foot without making it look like you've just snapped the person's leg in half or shattered their ankle. Yeah. And then if we are on the inside, which we are because of that, we will have a nice flat toe here. Ball, arch. Anyways, I hope this gives you guys a little bit of something to play with. If you again can just remember this wedge-like shape, it's from the inside, that's from the outside, that kind of shape. There's the ball of the foot, the body of the foot, and the heel. So if you can kind of remember like those shapes, you should be able to communicate a foot. And then from forward, it kind of goes out wide. You can kind of see the heel here, and then the ankles go like that. So let's put some toes in here. The shittiest toes. So yeah, hopefully this gives you guys a springboard on how to draw feet and toes. I can do shoes and the feet in shoes. That might be like kind of an additional video. I have a couple of addition videos that I want to add to this series, but I'm hoping that this will give you guys a springboard to start drawing feet. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below, and I will chatter at you guys later.